Namaste and Happy New Year to everyone, and thank you so much for your support. We are bringing a different topic today, understanding Qigong. We've talked a lot about yoga therapy, but we haven't really talked about Qigong, and that's why we wanted to bring Stan. Stan is a 14th generation Qigong master. Welcome, Stan.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So when we say 14th generation master, could you explain us what it means?
Well, the Qigong that I study is Hermé Qigong, and it's a lineage-based healthcare system using Qi, which is the universal energy, for our own health as well as the health of others. It helps balance us emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So going back lineage, it goes back 800 years in the written form and much further than that, for support. Actually thousands of years. And so being lineage based, it wasn't really available to the average person for many years because it was handed down, and it's all originated in Mount Hermé in China, which is one of the four most sacred mountains in the country. And it's been handed down monk to monk to monk, all those years. And they've kept this frequency pure and available for healing. And really what's going on with it is now it's available for the average person. In the last 50 years, Grandmaster Fu Weizong from China, he's our Grandmaster of Hermé Qigong. He actually came over to America and he started it and spreading the word, and it's since picked up, and now there's classes and there's seminars and there's special trainings and things like that available. So that's kind of the background on it. And I got involved about 15 years ago and, went to take a class, and I just been kind of hooked ever since and saw so many benefits with it. And not only for myself, but when you make yourself, better, and I don't mean better in a like a linear term, but when you make yourself more balanced and you start seeing improvements in your life, it does spread out to the rest of your life and your family and people around you.
And yes, I think you made a very good point about the balance part of it. In traditional Chinese medicine, we talk a lot about Qi. We've heard a lot about Qi. So explain us about what exactly is Qi and how does it work?
Well, Qi is around us all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are connected to the universal energy. 12 of those hours happen to be yin and 12 are yang. And it's just a matter of how it enters our body. And we have an internal energy field, okay, that starts with different gates and dantians and ports of entry and exit. And so just the major ones that we work with, top of our head is called Heaven's Door. We have a central channel that goes through the center of our body. We have the lower dantian, which a lot of people refer to as our most prominent energy center. It goes out through our legs and out the bottom of our feet, and those are our earth points. So we are connected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to the universal energy field. So we constantly get a flow of Qi. And then we also have our external energy field that all works, at the same time. So when we talk about Qi, when Qi flows and when Qi is balanced, we are in a balanced state. We have better emotions. We have, a better physical connection. Our spirituality is a little stronger. And when we're out of balance, and that could happen very easily, we have other issues come up. And we've been working with this for so long, we realize that like even emotional disturbances will definitely show up at some point as a physical situation or illness in our life. So it's important that we constantly connect with the Qi. It's free once we understand the frequency. It's available to us at any time. And so it's really an energy science on how to keep ourselves balanced.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about medical Qigong. We've heard this term, but how is Qigong currently used in the United States? And when we use the word called medical Qigong, what exactly does it mean?
Well, medical Qigong is usually tied in with traditional Chinese medicine. And what we do with that is we work with the organs, the 5 major organs of our body, each organ is associated with the season. And so, you know, there's different ways we can stay healthy, or there's different ways we could accumulate disturbances in our body. And there's like external influences, you know, like weather and in the environment and things like that could throw us out of balance. And then what happens is it throws our internal energy off, and then we have an imbalance in the organs. So what we have with Hermé Qigong is many micro trainings and exercises, you know, including sound, by the way. I think you see behind me, I have a lot of sound instruments. We use healing sounds. We use the Hermé Universal Healing Mantra, and many different ways of trying to achieve, you know, a balance with our organs. And when the organs are in balance, we feel better. It's almost like if you picture a band. If one instrument is out of tune, the whole band sounds off. Well, that also applies to our bodies.
Absolutely. So I think you said the Qi is there with us earlier, and maybe give us a small demo of simple things of balancing our Qi. I don't know how we can balance it in 30 seconds here. It's a long process, but maybe something that you could guide our viewers that what we can do on a daily basis.
Well, I'm just going to do a little meditation, and this is just, connect with our breath. And actually what I'll do is I'll do something with a little bit of sound. I think this might be interesting for people, and they might be able to feel this right away. But what we're going to do is just learn how to breathe using the, Hermé Qigong method. So we always want a good, positive posture, whether we're sitting or standing, and picture our feet, anchored to the earth or connected to the earth, and just connect with our breath. So our lower dantian goes out, and actually our diaphragm goes down slightly. It contracts. So let's just connect with our breath for a minute. And just let it all go. Now, using that breathing, we're going to do a little demonstration. We'll do a call and response with me saying the mantra and you repeating it afterwards. So I'll go first and you go second. And I know nobody knows the mantra, but it has no meaning. It's not programming us in any way. It's just for activating the universal energy field and for harmonizing our body. So we'll just do a couple just so you can get the feel. So we'll connect with our breath. Amidi liganjan hang.
Amili tingawang.
Amidi liganjan hang.
Amidi liganjamang.
Amidi liganjan hang.
Amedili ganjang hang.
Amidili ganjan hang.
Amedili ganjang hang.
So this can go on for 20 minutes. It could go on. You could have a big group of people doing this. You get a group energy field going. And it's a way of connecting with that Hermé frequency. And I think you could feel, even just doing 3 or 4 of these, that your body feels just a little bit calmer. Did you feel a little bit of that?
Yes. And interestingly, it's the same concept. Yoga therapy or yoga also talks about the similar principles, that originated in India and Qigong originated in China. So there must have been some connection at that time going on between the two countries there to have the similar principles is what I wanted to quote. But I felt very calm. Yes.
That's great. Great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. This is a quick session that we wanted to bring, 10-minute session on simple intro to Qigong. Stay tuned. Keep supporting us on a daily basis. We bring you 10 minutes of wellness every day. And we are bringing the paid workshops, very affordable workshops. So stay tuned and have a great weekend. Happy New Year to you. Bye-bye.
Happy New Year. Thank you.